across the area with those onshore winds, even once the center of the storm, which we've been trying to tell you not to focus too much on. Hey everybody, I'm preparing for the hurricane, for Hurricane Sandy. I hear she's a doozy, so I'm in southeastern Pennsylvania here, and very close to Delaware, which was declared a state of emergency by Obama. Pennsylvania was declared state of emergency a couple days ago because I think it was just to get things done ahead of time, but I'm here with the Weather Channel stream up on the home theater PC here, just watching what's going on. Let me turn this down. As you can see outside, wow. The conditions are full of very leafy. There's leaves everywhere. It's been raining. I've seen the power sort of dip down every now and then, so obviously conditions here aren't great, but it's raining, as you can see, and the power's still here. So you know what I'm doing till the power goes out? Oh yeah. Whoa. So if the power ends up going out, I'll update you guys on the situation. I've got batteries charging for this camcorder right here. I got one battery that I don't even know if it's still good or not. I've never used it, which is probably not a good sign. I've got 1, 2, 3 batteries for this Hitachi camera, so the footage you see might be varied if I end up documenting all what's going on here. So yeah, that's what's happening thus far. Nothing too exciting yet, so I'm just gonna play some video games and kick back for a while. Let me it's better. I'll keep the Weather Channel on just to see what's going on here. See these guys out with their coats just running around. I saw some guy in Point Pleasant, New Jersey on this Weather Channel thing. He was like standing out as the wind was blowing at his back, and he said, oh my God, look at all this wind. Oh. I was like, yeah, no kidding. I thought it was kind of amusing, but otherwise, I'll update you guys later. One thing I am doing is I've got my Asus netbook here. I installed Linux Mint 13 on there just to get an operating system on there with a media player, and I have a bunch of videos and stuff on my external hard drive here, so I can watch them on this little netbook here. And I also have my my other laptop, my MacBook Pro, charging over there, so I'll be able to watch some videos on there. I'm probably gonna drag the Inspiron 6000 out of this backpack and use that too, although the battery in that sucks, so you know, at least it's something. I might just charge it up. Might as well, but yeah, that's what I'm doing for the storm so far. There's one other thing though. The other thing I did is I got some batteries for this pink Sony radio. This thing takes C batteries, so I can just turn the radio on here and I've got music. Pretty clear reception too, so I'm pretty pleased with the performance of this radio. This should keep me entertained while the power's out with music, and I can listen to NPR and RTI and WMGK and, you know, all the rest of the stations. Plus I can even listen to cassettes if I really want to. Oh well. The radio's good though, so I can use that. That's the other thing I've done. We also bought a crank radio that has a USB port on it, so you can charge your phone with the crank. I guess we'll see how effective that is, but I have a feeling it's not going to be the most effective in the world. That one also has a weather band on it, a flashlight, AM/FM, amongst other things. I might make a video of it after the storm or before the storm. Who knows? It's not the most exciting thing in the world, though, so I don't think it will be a video, unless I really am just that low on material. So that's the other thing I've done to prepare for the storm. I'm just charging up batteries, bought batteries for a radio. Gonna charge up the laptop in this bag, and then there you have it. Wow, just before I turned the camera back on, the power blipped a little bit. But Yeah, it blipped and it made the Weather Channel die a little bit. So I've unplugged all this stuff over here. I've unplugged my vintage machines that are fragile. I've unplugged my main machine. Hey, it's back again.
Well, it's very wet and it's very cold here. We've had steady rain coming down in our area since last night, Todd. Let me show you what it's looking like.
That's in Maryland. So
we're expecting Sandy to hit landfall nearby, and just in a little while.
This is what it's like out here. We've got there's some flooding here. There's in the backyard there's quite a bit of flooding. It's hard to see, but you can see all that flooding out there. All that shiny spot, all the shiny spots like right here, all that's flooding. It's just all around that tree there. My neighbor even has the tarps up next door. So this is going to be, it's not even, what time is it? It's 5:24, so it's not even like, this isn't even bad yet. So I wonder what's going to happen. Well, I'm going to keep watching this. Got my camera batteries all ready. That one's charged too, so we're good. Well, power just went out. There goes the fan on high again. Alright. Turn the fan off. Yeah, power just went out and came back again. Alright. Check this out, guys. I've never seen our power act like this before. It's just like constantly flickering on and off. That can't be good for electronics. So I'm gonna unplug this. Because I don't want that screwing up my computer. I should probably unplug that clock too. But look at this. I don't think I've seen it. I've never seen our power act like this before. It's weird. Look at the router. My God, that's bizarre looking. I think I'm gonna go downstairs and unplug those as well. Except I need to get dressed. I'm completely naked right now because this just started happening and I grabbed the camera. Yeah. I gotta unplug those before they start to go out. Die and stuff. There. The transformers get varying power. It doesn't really fucking matter, but look at that. It's truly like a haunted house. This house does have paranormal activity, but that's just creepy. Just turn my lantern off here so you guys can just, wow. Varying voltages, that's what that is. I hear a lot of wind. What this is a line just you know, on the verge of breaking. Looks like just the continuity is not very strong. I wonder if water got to it or something. It's almost like a bad solder joint. So I can actually go turn the unplug the routers and modem. There's all our gear. There's the crank radio. You can even see it in the vacuum fluorescent display of the oven. Not very well on this camera, but is I'm going to see what the router's doing. The router's probably having a fucking fit. No, it is. Look at that. Yeah, I'm just gonna shut it off so it doesn't screw itself over. Because that constant switching on and off cannot be good for it. I'm glad I unplugged all these electronics here. Off. Oh wow, here's a creepy haunted house vibe. Flickery little lamp. Look at that. This is like bad power in an old house. That's what this is like. I wonder if you can see it on the screen of the... No, this looks like it's filtered pretty well, but something like that has no filtering at all, that light there, just, there you go. You can see it in the night light too, sort of. Oh yeah, look at that. I think it's completely out now. Yep. I hear that beeping. Yep, it finally went out. There you go. I don't know what that beeping is. Oh, came back. It went. Maybe that was the security system. I have no idea, but the power's still out. So there you go, guys. We finally lost power. Wait. Nope, it's just still crappy continuity on the power lines. Huh. This can't be good for electronics at all. Shit, I should unplug my camera chargers. This is a mess, man. Oh, brother. Let's go see my cat first, actually. Let's go see my kitty. There's my kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty, kitty. Hi, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Go see him before I go upstairs. There, it's out again. Oh, man. Continuity's terrible. I'm not going to waste my time down here watching it. I can watch it from upstairs. Oh man, it's actually going low enough to trigger, like, look at this. It's even triggering the relays in here. Man, what a mess. That's the current time, about 1 in the morning. Everybody's asleep here, as you can see. So and for those of you that were saying that I should call a team into my house to investigate the haunting, as you can see, I just walked around in the dark and it's not scary. There's no need to do that. But man, what a mess, man. guess I could use a lamp to judge what's going on. No, I think it's out. Completely out. There you have it, guys. You just saw footage of our power slowly going out. That was interesting. I like electricity, so I thought it was interesting, but gotta send some batteries into Batteries Plus. Luckily I have the one that's in this camera and these two left, so I can film little clips here and there. But yep, that's what's going on so far, guys. You guys saw the power flicker here, and that's what's been happening. I just heard a siren going down the road while I went to get the other camera, so quite a bit has been going on. So, well, at least I had power. Fortunately, I had power till about now, 1 in the morning. So I unplugged everything, and you saw that. There you have it, guys. What a night. I don't know how long we're to be out power. I would guess for at least 3 days or so, considering how much work PECO has around Pennsylvania to do. I read somewhere around 400,000 people last time I was watching on the Weather Channel's live stream, so quite a few people are without power, and that's definitely not a good thing. It's interesting what was going on earlier with the flickering, though. I've never seen power do that, at least around here. I've seen it do it before, but not in this house, so quite an event in my book. So there you have it, guys. There's not much else to film at night, so I'll resume during the day and tell you how things are going. This will end up being like a whole hurricane journalized thing, I guess. But for now, to keep me entertained, I have some laptops. This Dell has a crappy battery. The MacBook Pro has a pretty good battery. What else do I have? Down here I have the Asus Netbook, which has a pretty good battery too. I put Linux on there so I can just use it. And of course I have the pink Sony radio, which is AM/FM cassette. So this will probably serve as quite a bit of entertainment for me. Just the radio. But since it's like 1 in the morning, I think I'll probably just go to bed. So there you have it, guys. I'll be talking to you guys later. Bizarre noises.
What's going on with you? 76 in tropical
I still got AM radio. Oh, this station's a little messed up.
Modification, and the guys doing the work in this east, and in particular, said that if we're ever going to do this, we have to be very careful because, again, you might inadvertently cause some other effect. And when nature's already stressing, you can say it's at the top of a cycle. Or
so I've got coverage of the storm still on my little Sony radio here. I'm pretty impressed with the Sony radio. It sounds pretty good on AM. It gets really good reception.
Real quickly in New Hampshire, let's get a report from him. David, tell me what's going on out there.
Good evening, Judge.
Hi, Dave. What can you tell us?
We have no power yet. We're all running on generators.
What's the temperature out there, Dave?
It's about, I would say, 50 to 55.
Okay, well, that's one good thing, at least. Has the brunt of the storm gone through the New Hampshire area?
Sounds pretty good to me, so I'm pretty happy with this radio's performance. And there goes that weird squealing again.
So many people out there, Nick.
I think that's being caused by the camera. I'm not sure, but I just thought I'd film the performance of this radio. Oh, it's this.
The power goes out here for an hour, and you feel, distraught. I can imagine what they're going through.
Right, and and like you say, fortunately, the true winter weather in a lot of the eastern.
Yeah, I like the AM radio on this particular radio. Just thought I'd film that. This is the generator we have, in case you guys wanted to see it. Check out that plug. Oh yeah. Nice thick wire too. This is our generator. It's a Honda EB6500. We've had it for forever. I'd say at least 10 years. You can do both 240 and 120 with it. It's got a circuit breaker on it. Looks like it has a GFCI as well. Oh yeah, the whole section is. There's your output. You get circuit protectors here, 30 amp, 20 amp, 20 amp, 30 amp. And you even get 20 amp outlets, which is kind of, and a 30 amp one. Wow. You get quite a few. This generator is no longer neutral bonded to the frame. It does not meet QSHA requirements. No clue what that means. It looks like that's a chassis ground right there. Or at least it's supposed to be. I guess it's chassis ground. I have no idea. I think that has something to do with the thing I read up there. But look at that. This is our generator. It's the kind you just wheelbarrow out and plug into the side of the house. It's a shame we don't have a real backup generator that just starts, but this is what we've had for a long time. I figured I'd show you guys that. The power is back on here, as you can see, so we aren't using it now. A guy, I don't know how high up in Exelon he is, but he's pretty high up, so that's probably why we got power back so fast. And it looks like we only had a problem in one area. You guys saw the lights flickering like an old haunted house pretty much. So the continuity wasn't good, and a tree was down farther down the road, so I think that tree is what probably did it, but there's no guarantee of that. Either way, that is what has happened so far. All the cars are good. Nothing, no trees fell in here. Okay, we got all our patio furniture inside. Look at all this crap. Got our chairs and this little table here. Hey, looks like an adjustable wrench. Well, that's the story. Our power's back for now. I guess I'll keep you guys posted. And if it doesn't go out again, which I don't think it will, but it might. I don't think it will, though. Let's see if I can get you guys a good view of outside. Hee hee hee, froggies. Get you guys a good view of outside here. Not much damage, really. It's just leaves everywhere. And there you have it. It's about I'll say 1:12 on Tuesday, so there you go. I'll keep you guys posted. So what am I doing right now? So this is what's been happening. Been checking my eBay, been doing different things. I'm importing the tape that was on. I'm importing the tape from this camera over here right now, which has some of the other hurricane footage on it, as well as some upcoming videos. There's a spoiler for you. That's what's coming down the pike, and this is how I import video now. I'm using my main computer as a video editing computer, rather than something like that. Anyhow, I've been noticing some crazy looking articles on here. Let me go back. Storm leaves behind incalculable damage. I'll open that one up. Storm ravages New York City subway system. Look at that. It's just flooded. Take a look at those as well. Right next to it's Justin Bieber. Derp. Where's the Bieber alarm when you need it? Look at that. Look at that. Just, wow. Yellow cabs flooded. Millions of people from Maine to the Carolinas awoke Tuesday without electricity, and an eerily quiet New York City was all but closed off by car, train, and air as Superstorm Sandy steamed inland, while still delivering punishing wind and rain. The U.S. death toll climbed to 38, many of the victims killed by falling trees. That's what I was hearing, that a lot of people were getting killed by falling trees and things like that. Atlantic City got hit very, very hard. I feel really bad for them because New Jersey just got clobbered, and so did New York. New Jersey got clobbered by weather. New York got clobbered by water. So it's just nasty. Look at that. You can even see the oil coming out of the. Ugh, that's gonna be a mess to clean up. Look at this. Water's just pouring in. I think that's on the New Jersey. I saw this on the Weather Channel last night. This is on the. I think this picture itself is from the New Jersey side of the Hudson River. I can't remember, but I did see pictures of that. Jeez, look at that. Uprooted tree. I'm very fortunate to live in southeastern Pennsylvania, although the storm basically ran right into us. It didn't do nearly as much damage as it did on the coast because, you know, there wasn't all the ocean to contend with. It was just wind and rain. And I can tell you one thing. Outside, the ground is extremely saturated. There's one portion outside where you can step, and your foot just sinks into the ground. It's very, very bad. You can even see, like from the other night, remember the flooding down there? You can still kind of definitely not see it through the screen there. Yeah, look at that. It's still very wet looking. So, we got quite a bit on our plates here. It's gonna be nuts. School was canceled yesterday and today, although I don't normally go to school today. I go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So, I wonder if it'll be canceled tomorrow because the Brandywine got flooded and there's trees down on Route 1 and other things. It's just a complete mess. I don't know what's going to happen, man. It's going to be something else, man.
How far inland and how high that water.
I'm watching the Weather Channel live stream on my TV here.
Sandy came on shore, pushing with it all of that water and the
Just look at that. There's sand everywhere. It's just a complete mess in Atlantic City right now.
A lot more of the damage that has been done with all of the water that came through, all of the wind, and now we're looking at some of the videos coming in as well.
Look at those trees. Man, look at that.
A wide-reaching storm with so many people without power. Scenes like this.
We were out of power for, I guess, around about 12 hours.
And we have
So we got lucky.
of people without power because of this, because of the strong winds that happened with Sandy and knocking out power to so many.
That's in Maryland.
And it's such a big event. So many customers without power. It is going to be a long time, possibly days and days before all the power is restored.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Some of that in action here, Long Island, New York.
Bam.
Can you imagine seeing that? I mean, just not even being uprooted, just snapping a few feet up. And the neighbors coming down, you can see once the tree comes down, and there it is again, a few feet up, the tree snapping down, and all of the damage still yet to be assessed. With scenes like that, the very, very strong winds throughout a huge portion of the Northeast, we were watching it. And then there's the flooding.
Look at this.
New York
Look
City,
at Manhattan. It's just underwater.
on the Weather Channel, as all of that water
My
was
God.
pushed in through the East River. Also, we're seeing the inundation coming up from the south.
Man, New York took it so hard.
And we're seeing and getting still reports of all the flooding and the damage created by the inundation of the water.
This is bad, guys.
The subway lines that were inundated, the tunnels.
Got into the subways and got into the tunnels.
The Hudson River and the East River, dealing with the aftermath now of Sandy. And then there's this. The other
West
side,
Virginia.
the additional
Look at this.
side.
There's snow in West Virginia. This is one of the weirdest storms I've ever seen.
Warnings were in effect. You can see all the heavy snow coming down. This is in West Virginia. Of course, the higher elevations where it's colder, getting hit absolutely the hardest. But here in Davis, West Virginia, you can see the snow absolutely covering the streets and the trees, on the rooftops.
Look at that.
Huge impacts. With the
This is from
flooding,
YouTube.
The wind, and the snow, winter side, absolutely amazing. And hearing all of the meteorologists here that have been around for years and years saying just how.
And this is the amount of people without power right now. Pennsylvania. Almost 1.2 million people.
Total customers, because of Sandy, without power, more than 8.2 million customers.
That was one
And
hell of a
New
storm,
York,
guys.
almost 2
Just
million
wow.
Of that 8.2. New Jersey, now more than New York, more than 2.5 million customers in New Jersey without power. Pennsylvania, a little bit more than 1 million customers without power. And then Connecticut and Indiana. Yes, Indiana. A huge portion of the Midwest.
Indiana,
Connecticut,
I'm surprised
Indiana,
at.
more than 500,000 customers without power. So, seeing some of the impacts and some of the.
There you go, guys. That's what's been happening around the world as far as Hurricane Sandy goes. It's nuts. I haven't seen a storm like this in a long time. I've done nothing to this proportion, nothing like this. I was watching the Weather Channel last night, and I just saw, the battery. There was a guy standing on Battery Park in New York, and water was just pouring in after a while. There, New York. They were expecting New York to get just, quite a bit of flooding, but they got, according to what I saw last night, they got like 12 feet of water at some points in New York. It was like the all-time record high for the water levels. It's been absolutely nuts as far as this stuff goes. There's Battery Park that I was talking about earlier.
Came down, and to my left right here,
there's Battery Park.
And you can also see that they're taking down this tree. This tree, which fell, we guess, around midnight, 2 a.m. They have just arrived about 30 minutes ago. They're now cleaning that up.
There's even tree damage in New York.
One of the 2 trees that they have.
Of course there is. It's a park, but
Battery Park area, and there are some traces of power now coming back on. And as you know, Chris, that's important. We are at the financial center.
It's absolutely nuts what's going on. Who knows what's going to happen later? This is just one devastating storm, and this is not the end of it. We're going to see more natural disasters because of things like the solar cycles and climate change, amongst other things that are just affecting the environment. This is not the end. We're going to see more crazy storms like this in the future, I guarantee you. So, there you have it, guys. Just a little bit more of an update. Well, I decided to go outside and assess the damages, and he decided to come too, didn't you? Hates him. He's been just sitting on the mat looking at what's going on. Yeah, he looks bored just yawning there. No, he wants to go in. I say we go assess the damages. As you can see, we brought our patio furniture inside. It's kind of raining a little bit. Can't be good for the camera, so. Not much to go. Transformer didn't blow up. That's a good sign. So it's still raining a little bit. So not all that much, so I guess I can just come out here and look quickly. Yeah, there's where it was flooding, as you saw in the earlier video, just over there. All the leaves. There's the tarp I was telling you about on our neighbor's house. I'm getting water all over the camera here. Yeah, there's just leaves and junk everywhere. Not much really happened here. That branch was there before. Yeah, it's not all that bad. Not much really happened. So that's the extent of the damages. There's just not much other than leaves and junk and whatever. So here you have it. Now I gotta get out of this rain pretty quick, but looks like we survived pretty okay. I mean, the grill is still there. We're all good. So, I think that's really all that's going to happen here as far as Hurricane Sandy goes, so that's my video documenting all of it. I don't know if y'all enjoyed it or not, but nonetheless, it's a video made. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao.